Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Ahmed Banafa. I'm an engineering professor at San Jose State University in San Jose, California, USA. I apologize for not being in person to give this presentation. It was last minute, and there was some cancellation. And hopefully, in the future, I can be there in person and present in front of you. And I would like to thank all the organizer of this event. It's an honor to be here talking to everybody about a very important topic, which is the nuclear AI. There's a lot of things going around this topic, and I have summarized my thoughts and my findings in this presentation. So a little bit about myself. My research is actually spanning over four area, which is IoT, Internet of Things, blockchain, cybersecurity, and AI. Very active on LinkedIn, and my PhD actually in artificial intelligence and the undergraduate studies in electrical and electronic engineering. Um, Part of my job at San Jose State is a media expert, which means I talk to the media about concepts like AI, cybersecurity, anything that's related to technology. This is part of the work that I'm doing beside the research and teaching. I wrote multiple books. The first book was Secure and Smart Internet of Things using blockchain artificial intelligence, what's translated to Chinese and won some of the awards. It's on the shelves of 600 plus universities. During the pandemic, I finished my second book, which is the blockchain technology and application. And if you never heard about blockchain, it's the underlying technology of cryptocurrency. It's used by the university. You see them on the screen. And last year, I finished my book about quantum computing, and Library of Congress added to their collection, and 120 plus universities have a copy on their shelves. Forthcoming books are 4 books for this year, which is the transformative AI and then introduction to blockchain, quantum computing, and Internet of Things. So let's dive into the topic of nuclear AI. It's actually this word itself, when you talk about nuclear AI, you're talking about 2 cutting edge technologies. You're bringing something which is hot nowadays, which is artificial intelligence. And I'm talking about the level of AI we have seen since the release of the ChatGPT in November of 2022. And took the world by storm. And everything we've seen now is just advancement and new applications. And every single industry is trying to find how and where and what they can do with the new power they discover in artificial intelligence. I know that a previous presentation introduced the concept of artificial intelligence, but just very quickly, that what we are dealing with now is the general AI. There are 3 categories of AI: the narrow, the general, and the super. The narrow is the one that we already passed with Siri and Alexa. General is what we have now, and the super is the future. The difference between the 3: narrow, when the human is smarter than the AI; general, when the human and the AI have similar levels of intelligence; super, when the AI is smarter than the human. So we're dealing about similar level of intelligence. Just to keep in mind, this is the background of the AI we're talking about. So the convergence of the nuclear technology and artificial intelligence is given, the rise for this powerful name, which is nuclear AI. Now, the innovative field is actually using the capabilities of AI, and the main goal is to enhance the aspect of nuclear technology. And we're going to cover a lot of this in the presentation, from reactor design, safety, to waste management and fusion research. Those are some of the topics that are very common when you're talking to anybody in the field of nuclear technology. It's a promising field, but also there are challenges and there are risks, about the abuse of the artificial intelligence in nuclear technology. What we're going to cover in the presentation are the following: defining what is nuclear AI, benefits of the nuclear AI and the risk and challenges. What happened if we are facing the misuse of nuclear AI, the future of nuclear AI, and what's next for the nuclear AI. So we have 6 points we're going to cover to make sure that we understand the whole concept of the nuclear AI. A very simple definition of the nuclear AI is the application of artificial intelligence techniques and algorithms to enhance, optimize, and streamline various aspects of nuclear technology. And that's a really very simple definition. And you're talking about the power of artificial intelligence, the technique used and the algorithm used in AI to do very specific function, optimize, enhance and streamline different aspects of nuclear technology. And when we talk about that, we include the reactor operation, radiation detection, nuclear materials analysis, waste management, and looking after a control, nuclear fusion when, for the future. Now, using AI in, capabilities of the pattern recognition, complex data analysis, and decision-making, nuclear AI looking to a revolution for the industry and improve three things, which is the efficiency, the safety, and sustainability. And those are really a driving force for using AI in nuclear technology. And it is really intriguing to see that, because just to simplify things to make sure that we really understand this, AI is actually a tool that used in enhancing the existing services, existing products. And they do that, and the AI does that with three things. Making it faster, more accurate, and cheaper. Those are the three driving force for the use of AI in product and services. That's why we see a lot of companies are introducing the concept of AI in their product, and a lot of technologies using the same thing, because that's going to give them a faster product or service, a more accurate result. And also it's reducing the cost because everything is done automatically in an autonomous level. Now, the benefits of the nuclear AI, and this is just a quick review of it, and then I'm going to dive deep in each one of them. We're talking about safety enhancement, regulatory compliance, waste management, fusion research acceleration, and efficient energy generation, which is very important for the nuclear technology. One of the foremost benefits of the nuclear AI is the potential to enhance the safety in nuclear operations. That is really the key thing, because whenever you talk about nuclear energy, nuclear power, nuclear technology, the first thing comes to people is accidents, risk, radiation, and stories they hear about it, movies they have seen about what happened. I mean, the latest one is the Oppenheimer movie that's really just brought the attention to the nuclear and the atomic, energy back to the front and center attention of many people. So when we talk about safety, this is a key thing. So an AI power predictive maintenance, and this is the key thing. If we can implement those systems, it can monitor the equipment conditions, predict the failures, reduce the likelihood of accident and unplanned shutdowns. So just by the sheer understanding of the predictive maintenance, which will tell you that there is a risk and this is the probability and this is going to happen if we continue in this direction, and then you can take actions. Machine learning algorithm can also aid in real-time anomaly detection. If there is some kind of a weird, behavior, helping operators identify and respond to abnormal conditions swiftly, more than the human, because this is talking about something which is automated and can understand the data and analyze the data quickly. And the efficient energy generation. Nuclear power has the potential of providing significant portion of the world clean energy needs, and this is a fact for so many people. Now, how can we do that? By optimizing the reactor operations and fuel utilization using the AI, nuclear AI can improve the efficiency of the nuclear power plant, and this will result in a higher output of the energy and also lower the waste, because you are looking at that sweet spot where you know that you can have the maximum power and the least waste. And this is all because the AI trained on a certain data and did the analysis, and based on this one, give the recommendation about what to do next. And one of the biggest obstacles for the nuclear technology is the waste management. Now, dealing with the waste management or the nuclear waste here is a very complex challenge. Now, how can AI help the companies, the governments, the organization to deal with the nuclear waste? AI can contribute by enabling more precise modeling of waste behavior and decay. So we don't have, we know exactly what we are dealing with, the waste itself, the behavior, and how long gonna take it to decay, aiding in the development of a safer disposal methods, which is upgrading what we already have about how to deal with it. Where should we, get rid of it? Machine learning algorithm can also assist in identifying potential sites with a careful planning for environment factors. So that's going to help. Now, as I said, AI is a tool. You bring that tool, you add it to your technology, you add it to your product or services. It's actually upgraded, give you a better result, give you a better understanding of how to do things. This is what we are seeing when we talk about the nuclear AI. And then we're talking about the fusion research acceleration. One of the things that a lot of scientists and research are looking for is a controlled nuclear fusion. Has been long a goal of scientific community. The nuclear AI can assist in analyzing the massive amount of data that generated when the experimentation for the fusion, nuclear fusion, that will help the researchers. They can make sense of this interaction of the plasma and give a better design for fusion reactors. And the last one, which is the regulatory compliance. A nuclear facility is always subject to a very strict regulation frameworks, and we know this one, and it is for a good reason. AI can ease this kind of compliance by automating the data analysis and reporting. Having everything ready, setting up the rules, the threshold for the compliance, so to ensure that the operations meet the safety and environmental standards. And this is one of the benefits of using AI. Now, if we jump to the risk and challenges, you're going to see that this is what we're going to face here. This is just a quick view of this one, talking about ethical consideration, bias, and uncertainty in data, human AI interaction, data privacy and security, and regulatory hurdles. With those are the 5 risk and challenges. If you go with the data privacy and security, that's a big risk here. AI algorithm required a vast amount of data to learn and train, so it can have a more accurate decision or prediction. In the nuclear sector, sensitive information about the reactor design, operations, security measure must be protected. So that's a risk, because you are feeding this information to the algorithm. That's one important thing about what happened to this information. How secure is this information, and the privacy of this information, because you're talking about malicious actors seeking any kind of vulnerabilities in the reactors. Why? Because they have the data. And the bias uncertainty in the in the AI system. So AI algorithms, AI systems are built by humans, so there's a bias in the data itself. There's bias in training the model. So when we talk about the bias that presented the training data, this can lead to some kind of outcomes which is not 100% clear or clean. A nuclear operation bias decision could have severe safety and environmental consequences. Mistakes are not small mistakes. Additionally, uncertainty in AI prediction must be carefully managed. If the answer is not giving you a clear answer, then you have to be very careful about it, because any incorrect decision could lead to catastrophes, and there's no going back if something happened with the nuclear catastrophe. And then we're talking about the human interaction with AI. As AI system become more integrated into the nuclear operation, the interaction between the human and the AI is very crucial. You need an effective communication. You need a good understanding about it. You need these kind of dashboard, these kind of actions controlled clear, and there is no misunderstanding. There is no guessing. Has to be clear about what is next and what you are seeing on your screen and your interaction, what will be the consequences of that. The ethical considerations, AI applications, the nuclear domain raised ethical questions about what accountability, transparency, and decision making, which is a very common across all the applications of the AI. Who's responsible for the AI system if a critical mistake committed? Who or how transparent is the decision making process? We want to know how the AI achieve that level of that decision, especially in a high stakes nuclear operation. This is part of the transparency. Regulations always a big thing, and on Friday the EU approved the regulation that was proposed in 2023. It's going to start very soon, and those that frameworks they have a very good points, and it's not slowing down the innovation. It's protecting the user, it's protecting the companies at the same time. And that decision was really anonymous. Actually, every single country in the 27 countries of the EU agreed on that. Introducing AI into the nuclear sector requires a complex regulations or regulatory frameworks, because safety and reliability has to be demonstrated in this case, so they can trust it, because the trust is another factor when we talk about the AI. Now, what happened if there was a misuse of nuclear AI? What will be the consequences? The misuse of nuclear AI can lead to a severe consequences, disasters, outcomes that could impact environmental and a human at multiple levels. And some of the potential prices that that may pay for the misuse of nuclear AI, accidental disasters. Now, if the design of the AI system was flawed from the beginning, improper, this could lead to accidental disaster. Unintended nuclear reaction, this is one thing. Meltdowns, radioactive leaks, widespread of destruction and harm of the human life and environment and economies, and it's going to collapse. Have a ripple effect on the global economy. Proliferations of the nuclear weapons, the proliferation of the AI could potentially be used to optimize and accelerate development of nuclear weapons. And that's the last thing people need at this stage, leading to an increased nuclear proliferations and the risk of conflict. Back to the concept of the AI, you can see very clearly that the AI is a tool, it's enhancement, it's upgrade to whatever you have. So the development of nuclear weapons was slowing down, have some obstacles. You bring the AI can make it faster, overcome some of the difficulties, and that could lead to widespread of the use of or the ownership of nuclear weapons. Security breaches. If AI system controlled nuclear assets are not protected, we're talking about cybersecurity in this case, then they're going to be vulnerable for cyber attacks, stealing sensitive data, sabotage, and unauthorized access to nuclear facilities. And that can lead to the next level, which is meltdown, malfunction, misuse, sending wrong information to the human. All of these things can be part of the security breaches. Conflicts can be escalated because now you have the AI that's gonna make it much easier for people to go to the next level. So misuse of the AI in nuclear context may increase the likelihood of conflicts and escalate the tension between nations. and that is another thing that we don't need, especially these days, in the world. Um, Autonomous AI can take control, and if we over relied on the AI, then they can make decisions without going back to the human. So we have something called loss of human control, which is something should not be um, there, should never be an event that we have to deal with it. um, the more we reduce the human involvement and oversight, that's going to make it very challenging to control the AI. So there should be a balance here. There should be some kind of safety switch, and to make sure that the human will take over if something went out of control. And global instability, as now we are adding nuclear and AI, and we have seen what the reaction of the world to the evolution of AI, and how many companies and how many countries are up on arms about it, saying we have to do something about it, we have to regulate it, because this is really can be misused. Now think about it, you add the factor of the nuclear technology, then you're talking about huge problem. Misuse of nuclear AI could undermine international trust, cooperation in disarmament efforts, and this could increase the tension and the instability, and also could spur the potential arm races. Environmental, devastation. Nuclear accident caused by AI misuse could lead to a long-lasting environmental contamination and damage of the ecosystems. And we know about this, we've seen it. There are a lot of studies about this, and it's very important to keep this in mind. And that's going to affect the health, the economy, and for generations to come. How can we mitigate? How can we minimize? How can we deal with this kind of risk? Strict regulation, oversight, responsible use of the AI, which is the framework approved by the EU. Now you're going to add more because you are using this one of the nuclear application. International cooperation, adherences to ethical principle. All of those are safeguards against the misuse of the nuclear AI, and promoting the local security and stability. What is the future of nuclear AI? It's actually immense. It holds an immense promise for the use of AI in nuclear technology, but also demands some careful navigation. There are some of the future avenues that we can see in advanced reactor design. You have more understanding, you have a better optimization, you have a better simulations, you can run so many experimentation to get the best and the best design. AI can AI could improve and the nuclear reactor design by enabling the rapid simulation and optimizations, and that's going to lead to the efficient and safer designs. And those are very important pillars when it comes to the reactor design. This could help in development of advanced reactors, smaller modular reactors. That's just an example of that. And autonomous operations, as AI technology matures, the possibility of autonomous nuclear operations becomes more feasible. So its possibility is there. They could autonomously manage the reactor operation, and this is on the positive side. Will run the maintenance, the safety protocol, and that's going to minimize the human interaction and the potential mistakes or errors we see. Fusion breakthroughs, AI can play a pivotal role in accelerating the breakthroughs in the controlled fusion, nuclear fusion. Analyze the massive data sets from fusion experiments, use the AI algorithm, to identify, patterns and the insight that lead to more successful design or reactions. Global cooperation, the complex challenges of the nuclear AI necessitate the global collaboration among the nations, and the United Nations, the different bodies that deal with atomic power also as part of that. International partnership can really help in, in sharing the data, the expertise, the best practices, ensuring the responsible and the safe use and development of the nuclear AI. The last thing is talking about ethical frameworks, and this is some of the things that we always talk about it when it comes to the future. Establishing ethical frameworks for AI is important, is essential. This includes defining a clear lines of accountability, ensuring transparency, and also the decision making. Understanding, how do we get to that decision? Looking at the bias that you're going to find in the training, models on the training data to prevent unintended consequences. Now, what's next for the nuclear AI? Nuclear AI represent, a remarkable convergence of two cutting-edge field, and the benefits and the future for using the AI in nuclear technology is bright, is really promising. It's just you have to be very careful how to approach it. And some of the benefits is enhancing safety, efficient energy generation, waste management, and accelerating the fusion research. The risk and challenges ranging from data security, ethical consideration cannot be overlooked. We always have this in mind. As we venture into the future of the nuclear AI, the balanced approach that look at the safety and collaboration and the ethical responsibility will be very crucial, so we can harness the full potential of the nuclear AI, and this is all to make the society better and safe, and then provide it with the energy needed without harming the environment or the human or the economy. So last word to everybody, that stay safe, and this is my contact information. This is my email, or you can find me on LinkedIn and connect. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully next time, it's going to be face-to-face. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.